Welcome back, and we've struck a chord with our latest segment, a trip back through time for those of us who remember who did what on a cold winter's day at Moorabbin in 1977, but who can't remember what we did 5 minutes ago. Round 12 over the years has had some big moments, some big milestones, big performances and some big controversies. And you're going to get a taste of them all right now because, like a stick of chewing gum that broke your teeth when you bought a new packet of Scanlon's footy cards, so are the rounds of our lives. Okay, number 5 this week, Finey. I've done this just for you. We're going back to round 12, 2007. The venue is Subiaco. The occasion, Robert Harvey's 350th game. No man has played more for St Kilda, and what a fantastic performance he turned on. 30 possessions. The Saints, memorable day, Finey. I'll let you lead the charge here, but this was an unexpected victory, and they did it for Banger.
They did. It's a wonderful footballer, self-effacing, incredibly durable, a runner, a champion, but his milestones were in the wrong place. 350th at Subiaco, and his 300th was the night St Kilda got beaten in the preliminary final by Port Adelaide. When he ran onto the ground for the 300, the Port Adelaide hierarchy played the Port Adelaide song, and I was sitting amongst some Port Adelaide bikie types, and they stood up and they gave it to him. Absolutely the wrong place to play your 300. So a super footballer, but just didn't quite time his milestones at the right venue. And
the thing I always loved about Harvey is how understated he was, so sort of self-effacing.
Hunched over at all the stoppages as though he was spent.
But off the field too. Like, he is one of the... I think he's actually underrated as a player in the context of all-time greats.
He was a great player, evasive, tough. I mean, he got crunched, but you never saw him down on the ground. He was never in a heap. And his kicking was underrated because he didn't kick the ball hard. He wasn't a goal kicker, but he used to float the ball up to the forwards beautifully. He was very good at setting up a little 30-metre pass for Tony Lockett, Stuart Lowe, and later on Nick Rewalk. He'd float the ball up, and I like people who kick like that.
Great day for the Saints. I knew you'd enjoy that one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Well, number 4, Tiger fans doing it tough these days, so this one's for them. We're going back to, not all that far, 2010, round 12 at the MCG. It's the Tigers. The opponent is a hapless West Coast, really struggling at this point of the season. What's going to happen? The Eagles get to the MCG with trepidation, but unfortunately they run into a red-hot Jack Riewoldt. Let's throw to the action.
Under this, can't get a fly at it, back of the pack, this could be the perfect start. Strolls in, kicks the goal, and Richmond are away. Directly out. Jack Riewoldt, 3 goals, West Coast Eagles yet to score.
Riewoldt here.
Riewoldt's in a one-on-one, about to go, Schofield with him, Riewoldt too good. Edwards sends it in the Jack Riewoldt direction. Can't get a jump at it. Front of the pack. Tries to crumb it. Could go off the ground. Put him down for 8. There'll be a huge roar. There's a new king of Tigerland. Riewoldt, Schofield. Riewoldt! For number 10. The new hero has double figures.
I reckon, look, he's been a great spearhead for a long time now, but I reckon that was the day I went, geez, this guy is one of the greats of the modern era, really, in terms of goal kicking.
Look, he kicked 10 goals, but he's not a goal kicker anymore. I know he plays further
His role's changed, hasn't it?
He plays much further up the ground, but he's not hungry for a goal. He doesn't yearn a goal as he used to. I think they missed something by him not kicking as many goals.
I know this is by the by bit, but the Eagles that year, wooden spoon. What happened? And then the next year they were in a preliminary final.
And then the year after they were disappointing, and then the year after they were good, which was last year, and have a guess what this year will be?
Yeah, well, something about Western Australian footy culture, and I'll come to that in my rant.
Something comparable to a lift or working girls' knickers.
Not going there at all. Number 3, let's go back all the way to 2015, and it's Melbourne playing down at Cardinia Park. Yes, I'm going to call it Cardinia Park, not Simmons Stadium. Now, this has been a very, very unhappy venue for the Demons. They've won there only once in the previous 27 years. Everyone thinks they're in for a pounding. Let's have a look at what happens.
Giving it to Lumumba. First goal absolutely vital here towards Gawn. He had to beat a couple and he couldn't do that. Dawes with strength and skill gives it to Jones. Nate Jones shrugs one tackle, steadies, shoots and goals. What a start! Gawn against Blitzers. Riley has given them something to sub. Vince, sidestep was good. Kick was splendid. Kick was outstanding. Colin Jasny touched it just over the line.
Final nail, I would have thought. We can kick this.
Strikes it pretty well. Dagger to the heart. This wasn't the script. Melbourne came here, wrote their own script. Turned a love story into a horror show. But they've broken the drought away.
It was a day. Definitely get the 3 votes, I would have thought, Jerry.
He was something.
That was a great win.
That was the day we realised Max Gawn was something.
Didn't the light bulb go on for him that day?
Yeah.
And it hasn't really looked back. I was going to say Melbourne, they didn't really follow up that win. They were disappointing
No, you're right.
basically after that. But I reckon, if they do continue to emerge as it now looks like, we'll probably look back at that game and say that was the first sign that this side actually was building towards something pretty good.
Momentous ground for them. It's where Dean Bailey
Oh, of course,
coached
yeah.
his last game. That,
Well, like the 186.
that ferocious thrashing that they received.
Second highest in thrashing in history.
Yeah,
They were on the end of the worst one
only
as well.
denying themselves their own record.
Yeah, well, like I said, a very unhappy hunting ground for them, and they made short work of it in that occasion. So fantastic for the Demons.
Kudos to them.
Okay, you're going to love this one. A very famous moment. Number 2. We haven't got audio, unfortunately. We'll have to talk you through it. But people of our vintage will have no trouble recalling this. 1977, it should be pointed out, was perhaps the wettest winter of football we've ever seen. Grounds more resembled cow paddocks than AFL venues. And this round 12 was arguably the wettest day football's ever seen. They probably should have called the whole thing off, but everyone splashed around.
What a soft... It was the 70s, mate.
Well, have a look at this. Here we go. Anyway, I'm going to get you to take this back, guys, because we need to talk you through it. Can we play this clip again? Are you going to let me play it again? North Melbourne is
Set it up.
level with Hawthorn.
Correct.
Here's Malcolm Blight running into goal. The side's about to go.
He gets
pushed in the
fair
back.
square in the back.
Fair and square in the back. So, scores are now level because he's kicked a point.
Now,
But...
for the younger listeners, that man dressed as a butcher is in fact the goal umpire.
Yes, and the umpire has awarded him free kick. So this now, a goal will
He's
win the
asked him
game.
the question.
Yes. Do you want another kick?
Yeah.
Malcolm, of course, says yes. I want to win the game.
So hang on, North were a point down.
Yes.
So he had the draw. He decided not to take the draw, and the man that kicked the great goal against Carlton.
Sorry, guys. Can we have a look at that one more time? It's worth. Come on, it's special. It's worth looking at one more time, surely.
They're a point.
Here we go again.
So they're a point
down.
He's pushed in the back. He also bowls over another player like a 10-foot
Malcolm,
bowling ball.
would you like another kick?
What do
Yes,
you-
thank you, Mr. Umpire.
What do you reckon, Smith? Umpire Kevin Smith. He has knocked back the draw. It's now 1 point the difference. But here's the key. Have a look at the people twirling the umbrellas behind the goal.
They put him off.
It makes it difficult to kick when people twirl umbrellas. The twirling umbrella puts him off.
Oh, Malcolm Blight, what have you done?
He's almost hit the crest
I thought
lager
going
side.
berserk.
I like all the ads, crest lager.
Of course, it should be stated here that North Melbourne did go on and win one of the great premierships after drawing with Collingwood in the grand final. So it wasn't...
And that lady's umbrella was rendered useless after that because she broke all the spokes and paid the ultimate penalty of winning the game for her team but losing the umbrella.
All right, our number one bit of footage, and look, if you're an old Fitzroy fan, probably best you look away now because this, I wouldn't say this is a famous moment, this is an infamous moment.
The fix was in.
This is the only time that I've ever seen umpiring definitely cost a team a game of football. Now, there's a couple of dodgy frees even before the clip we're about to throw to, but to give you an idea how bad it was, have a listen to Peter McKenna's commentary.
30 seconds seconds remaining. Jarman, he's got to go long.
Why
What's
did
he
he go
done?
out there?
He's gone to Paul Roos, who couldn't take the mark. But Roos tries to bottle it up.
Now Brock's
Precious
going to hold
seconds
it
to
to holding the
go.
ball. Oh, this is murder.
Oh.
Absolute murder. No, it's on, Peter. Now they all come know on.
Jamieson is going to take the ball. He's kicked 2 goals.
If they win this game, it's been pinched. Absolutely stolen. Is he going the torpedo punt? No.
The siren has gone. The siren has gone. This kick, if it's a goal, will win the match for the Crows from 47 metres.
It'll make the distance.
Oh, he's kicked it. They've stolen it. It's a goal.
Absolute murder. Absolute murder.
Unbelievable finish.
I didn't even barrack for the Roars. I nearly put my foot through the TV that night. Now, that last free kick, seriously, that's Stephen Paxman who gets penalised. First of all, Paul Roos should have got a free kick for holding the man.
I don't think he should have.
Well, I think he should have. Rod Jamieson gave away a free kick. Then he awards a crap free kick, but he awards it to the wrong bloke. I was just trying to remember who number 8 for Adelaide was. Do you remember who it was?
One of the cooks. One of the
One of the Germans?
No. Played for a Bond.
Oh, well, someone texted in and tells us.
Was it a Bond?
He should have taken...
Troy Bond?
Could have been. He should have taken the free kick, not bloody Rod Jamieson.
Yeah, the whole thing, there were 3 free kicks before then. The fix was in. Robert Shaw was coach for Fitzroy, and he claims that there was a conspiracy against him, of course, because of his time in Adelaide.
And I love Peter McKinnon commentary. It was a disgrace.